Crucible Final Test. First section is characters. Who is Thomas Putnam? Old man crushed with stones, man whom Abigail hopes to marry after his wife is hanged, uses the witch trials to carry out personal vengeance and to gain more land for himself. Who is Tituba? Tries to stop the witch trials, then charges Proctor. Minister who fears there is a conspiracy against him. Slave who teaches the children about spirits. Who is Reverend Samuel Parris? Old man who is crushed with stones. Minister who fears there is a conspiracy against him. Girl who leads the accusations. Who is Rebecca Nurse? Worthy woman put to death as a witch. Comes to Salem to help with the witch problem. Slave who teaches the children about spirits. Who is Giles Corey? Old man who is crushed to death with stones. Man whom Abigail hopes to marry after his wife is hanged. Slave who teaches the children about spirits. Who is John Proctor? Man whom Abigail hopes to marry after his wife is hanged. Slave who teaches the children about spirits. Girl who leads the accusations. Who is Abigail Williams? Old man who is crushed with stones. Girl who leads the accusations. Slave who teaches the children about spirits. Next section, true or false. Because of his interest in children, Reverend Parris devotes his ministry to them. True, false. The people of Salem use the witch hunt as an opportunity to band together as a community. True or false? Ann Putnam believes Tituba can speak to the dead. True or false? Reverend Parris sees the girls dancing in the woods. True or false? Abigail Williams accuses Elizabeth Proctor of being a witch. True or false? Reverend Hale is a devoted supporter of the trials throughout the crucible. True or false? John Proctor destroys his confession without signing it. True or false? John Proctor does not feel worthy to die with Rebecca Nurse. True or false? Abigail Williams steals money from Reverend Parris and runs away after John Proctor is hanged. True or false? Multiple choice. Because she wants to know why her 7 children have died, Ann Putnam goes into the woods with Elizabeth Proctor, sends her daughter Ruth to Tituba, seeks advice from Dr. Griggs. According to Betty Parris, Abigail drank a charm to kill John Proctor, Elizabeth Proctor, Reverend Parris, or Ann Putnam. An accused witch can escape execution or being killed by confessing to be a witch, denying the charge of being a witch, or accusing another of being a witch. When asked to recite the commandments, Proctor forgets the commandment about stealing, adultery, honoring his father and mother. When Mary Warren gives her deposition, disclaiming any knowledge of the devil, the other girls confess with her and ask for forgiveness, mimic Mary and claim she has taken the form of a bird, accuse Abigail of directing them in the evil deeds. Elizabeth Proctor condemns herself by collecting poppets, denying her husband's affair, beating up Mary Warren. John Proctor frequently does not go to church because he does not like the minister, Reverend Hale, lives too far from town, prefers working over praying. An accused witch is put to death by burning at the stake, drowning, or hanging. Elizabeth Proctor's execution is postponed because she is pregnant, Mary Warren testifies for her, the court lacks sufficient evidence. Giles Corey escapes being condemned a wizard because he refuses to answer the charge, shoots himself, or confesses. John Proctor's job is a teacher, a lawyer, a farmer. Proctor confesses to an affair with Abigail Williams to satisfy his wife, cleanse his soul of guilt, discredit her testimony, prove that she is lying. John Proctor does not want his confession nailed to the meeting hall door because he doesn't want to be an example for other good people to believe that it is okay to lie to save their lives. He decides that he would rather die and save his farm than save his life. He knows that Rebecca Church is disappointed in him. Short answer: which character in The Crucible is the most responsible for the deaths in Salem? Give as many examples from the play as you can. At least 3 sentences, please. Hit submit when you are finished.